and go over here,
Yeah, now they should be able to hear you.
even now.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will let you know that we are live on
And
YouTube.
go over here. See if I hear you. Some should be good, right?
See if something can hear.
Hear me?
Hello.
Jeff, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Yes. Who's this? Don?
Yeah, but my image isn't coming up.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see you, you know.
I don't know what I did wrong. I did everything I do the normal way.
You hit that little video button down in the corner. There you go, Don.
Okay, can you hear me, Jeff?
I can hear you and I can see you.
Okay, thanks.
But and at some point, I'll talk to you about the other thing we talked about the other day.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I see Jake and I see Tessa.
Hello, everyone.
And I see Selena. Ed coming today?
Yes, I believe he just entered into the room.
Yes. Okay, looks like we have everybody in.
Hello, Mr. Chairman.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
Good, sir. Is our stenographer in? Hello?
She may be in the attendees. If the stenographer is in, could you use the raise hand function? Okay.
So Samantha, I'm letting Samantha in. Samantha, if you unmute yourself, can you confirm that you're the stenographer for the meeting?
Yes, I'm the court reporter. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Under these
Okay.
circumstances, Samantha, we're gonna have you have people sworn in for each individual case. We can't do it like one swearing in for all three cases, so I don't remember if you were the stenographer last month or not, but that's the one inconvenience we have with this new system.
Okay, so you need me to swear in 3 different people is what you're saying?
Well, each new case, I don't know how many people are going to be testifying in each case. It might be more than 3, but
Okay,
case, yeah.
okay.
Okay, I'd like to call the zoning hearing board meeting, City of Erie, Pennsylvania, January 12th. Order. Roll call.
I have a roll call of the members. Mr. Dawson,
Present.
Mr. Johnson,
President,
Ms. King.
Present.
Okay, we have 3 members present and we do have a quorum.
Approval of the
hey,
minutes.
Pat, you there?
Hello, I'd like to get approval of the minutes. Need a motion second.
I'll make the motion to approve them.
Thank you. Need a second, Jeff? Unmute yourself, Jeff.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry.
Second, I need a second on the motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you.
Ready for appeals.
I want to have the election of officers, Ed.
I thought we were going to have that today.
I want them today.
Jake, what are we doing here?
That's up to the board. If you guys want to do elections or wait. Dawn?
I will defer to the board how they want to do it. I understand that we don't know exactly when the replacement members will be coming on board. So I'm going to defer to the board however they want to do it.
Ms. King?
I can go ahead and do them today. I'm fine with moving.
All right. Election of officers. Declare all seats vacant. Who shall we have?
I'd like to nominate Jeff Johnson as our chairman.
Okay, Jeff has been nominated. Have any others? Have any others? Have any others? We closed on Jeff Johnson. What else do we have?
I nominate Selena King for vice chair.
Hear any others? We hear any others? We hear any others? We close on Vice Chair Selena King.
And for secretary, I'd like to nominate Jake Welsh.
I thought we said Teresa there.
Is it Tessa?
What are we yes. doing?
All right, Selena, could you do it again?
Okay, I'd like to nominate Tessa Ferraro.
Thank you. Is there any others? Are there any others? Are there any others? Close on Tessa Ferraro. At this point, Jeff Johnson assumes the chair. Do you have to swear him in or anything? And if not, let's move on with Jeff Johnson as our new president.
Thank you very much for the vote of confidence. Appeals to be heard. Go ahead, Jake, with the first appeal.
I'll go ahead with it.
Tessa, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Okay, first to be heard, we have appeal number 12242 by Crystal Foster concerning property located at 447 Glenwood Boulevard. The appellant is seeking a dimensional variance to construct a swimming pool in an R1 zoning district. Per section 205.18 of the city zoning ordinance, swimming pool shall be located in the side or rear yard of the building. Due to the property being a corner lot, The proposed swimming pool is in the front yard of the property. And we have Mr. Ron Kunko and the attendees to present the appeal.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Kevin and Sarah McCormick reside at 447 Glenwood Boulevard. They have contracted with Kunso Landscape
Could
to
we
put
hold
a
up for a second? Has he been sworn in?
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
Samantha? Samantha, you want to swear him in?
Sorry about that. Mr. Kunko, could you please raise your right hand? Have you done so?
Yes,
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Guess I can.
Sorry and thank you. Proceed.
Okay. Kevin and Sarah McCormick, who reside at 447 Glenwood Boulevard, have contracted with my company, Kunso Landscape, to put a pool in. The house is at the corner of Upland and Glenwood Boulevard. And so they want to put it along the Upland Drive side because there's no other place on the property that's big enough for a pool. That's their biggest yard areas on that side. If you guys are familiar with the property, there's already a screen of hemlocks that run out from the house over towards Upland Drive. That row of hemlocks is going to be preserved. It's going to be bumped out a hair, and then it's going to be the same look, the same footprint. It's just that there's going to be a pool behind those hemlocks near the side porch. I don't know if you guys have the handouts that we supplied.
It looked like those trees then will serve as a screen. Is that right,
Correct.
Mr. Kunko?
Yeah, so we have to remove them. We have to put the pool in, install the pool decking, and then put in a fence. And then on the outside of the fence will be those hemlocks. There still would be about 30 feet of lawn from the edge of the pool to the Upland Drive curb.
The chair is muted.
There anybody else to speak in favor of? Is there anybody else to speak in favor of? Anybody else to speak in favor of? With that said, is there anybody that's opposed to the variance? Is there anybody that's opposed to the variance? Is there anybody that's opposed to the variance? With that said, board members, do you have any questions?
Is your hardship that you have 2 front yards?
Yeah, pretty much. And then the south side of the property is only about 5 feet off the back of the garage. And then the west side is very small also, with the neighboring property.
And how large will the pool be?
The overall footprint of the pool and the pool deck is 42 by 52.
Thank you. Ready for the vote?
Any, did you call for a vote, Ed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Jake, Justin, whoever's gonna
We have a call for a vote. Mr. Dawson,
Approve.
Ms. King,
Approved.
and Mr. Johnson.
Approve.
By a 3-0 vote, the appeal is approved.
Mr. Kunkel, before you log off, I have a question for you. It wasn't really part of the appeal, so I waited to ask you. Who is Crystal Foster? I mean, she's listed as the appellant. I need to know that for the official report, since you
She's our office
represent-
manager. She actually filled out all the paperwork with the city, and she's sitting here next to me. I don't think you guys can see me, but
So the appellant really was your landscaping
our
firm.
company, yes.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Moving right along. Tessa, you want to go on to the next appeal?
You got it. All right, next up, we have appeal number 12243 by Oscar and Sharon Moraga concerning property located at tax ID 190620160300600 in an R1 zoning district. The appellant is seeking a use variance to operate a fitness center / gym on a parcel that is currently vacant. Per section 204.10 of the zoning ordinance, a fitness center or gym is not a permitted use in an R1 zoning district. And we have both
And-
Oscar and Sharon present to present the appeal.
Okay, Oscar and Sharon, you want to get sworn in by Samantha?
Yes.
Mr. Oscar and Ms. Sharon, could you please raise your right hand for me?
Raise your hand.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I swear.
Thank you.
Yep.
I have a question for Jake before we start. Jake, can you tell me where this index number is? What's the street location?
It's on West 21st between Pittsburgh Avenue and Shaper Avenue on the
Thank you.
south side of West 21st.
Okay, is Oscar or Sharon gonna present to us?
My husband Oscar is hard of hearing, so
A lot of background noise there.
let me just mute. Okay, let me, I'm just gonna I'm gonna turn off my phone to make it easier. Are you able to hear us?
Yes.
I can hear you fine now.
Okay, all right, thank you, I'm sorry. Just so you know, my husband is hard of hearing, so any questions may need to be to open a dojo. We bought this land, it's a double plot of land, we own the pieces, it's like,
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't pick up any of the last part she said in the beginning. Could she just start over where she was in the
okay,
beginning?
okay. Are you able to hear me right now?
Yes, I'm able to hear you now.
Okay, my name is Sharon Moraga. This is my husband, Oscar. He's hard of hearing, but he is a official contractor. And we bought this property on West 21st Street between Pittsburgh to, credit union, and across from it's kind of an industrial place. But Oscar also teaches karate. And our plan for the future is hold a small gym in which we would also have exercise
Excuse me,
equipment
I'm sorry.
and be open for people who wanted to come in.
Do have a private group.
Yeah.
Do have a private group in both ways.
Are you there?
I'm sorry, are the other
Yes.
board members having a connection
Yes.
issue?
She needs to
I just
stay
really
by the
can't make
mic.
it out.
Yes, you
Yes.
need to stay by the mic and not move because it's
Okay.
echoing.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. A small gym dojo where he can teach karate, and hopefully we'd also open it up to
training room and also martial art training.
Okay. Did you understand that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. It's just a small gym with a portion, the bottom portion with exercise equipment, personal fitness, and the upper floor would be for karate classes, and we would also hopefully open it up to other kind of fitness instructions like Tai Chi,
General fitness.
general fitness.
I'm a physical educator and martial art instructor, so I can do any kind of sport. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Any luck?
No.
Ma'am,
No.
I'm going to ask you to move to a different location from where you're currently sitting.
Here, let me try your seat, Oscar. I apologize. I'm a nurse, so I don't have to Zoom anything. Now. I'm not good at Zoom. Okay, your internet okay.
I really can't capture what the witness is saying.
Does she have a phone and a computer?
I turned off the phone to make it so there wasn't the background noise. I turned off the phone.
Oh my.
Can you call back in on the phone? And then I think the telephone's going to work better in your favor to get your testimony.
All right, Oscar, we need to, I'm going to try and turn.
Jake, I don't know if you want to move to the next thing while they're calling back in, and then we'll that way it doesn't hold the meeting up.
That's all right by me. If you want to do that, Jake, we can move on to the next appeal.
It's your call. It's fine. It's fine by me.
Well, let's give her a minute, and if she doesn't come through, then we're gonna move on.
What seemed to be happening was that the first sentence or two was very clear, and then she started breaking up. So I'm thinking either she's moving away from the device or the device itself is faulty after the first sentence or two. I guess we'll.
Don, it could be a myriad of technical issues. But Ms. Morga, I'm going to ask you to, there's a button at the bottom of your screen with a little arrow. It will say switch to phone audio. It will give you an option to click a phone number, and then you should be put back into the meeting as a audio on the phone.
All right. I'm having some technical issues.
See, now I can hear you perfectly. Don't move and say everything really fast.
Okay. Our hope is to build this gym, small personal training, some exercise equipment, offering classes in physical fitness and karate, physical thing.
I'm
you
sorry, I
know,
just can't
like
capture anything.
yoga perhaps, or I'm sorry. I'm not,
Karen, we're just having too much trouble hearing you.
okay, okay.
You either have to get it fixed or we're gonna have to go on to the next hearing to see if you can, and come back to you later.
Go on to the next one, and then I'll try and get in on my phone.
Very good. Okay, Tessa, you want to give us the next appeal?
Yes. Okay, so next up, we have appeal number 12244 by Carrie B. Seshse, concerning property located at 115 East 22nd Street in an R2 zoning district. The appellant is seeking a use variance to construct a greenhouse on a parcel that is currently vacant. Per section 204.12 of the zoning ordinance, a greenhouse is not a permitted use in an R2 zoning district.
Okay, Carrie, are you with us?
I am.
All right, we'll have the Samantha, you want to swear Carrie in?
Okay, Miss Carrie, can you please raise your right hand for me?
Sure thing.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay, Carrie, you can give us your presentation.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Carrie Soxie. I am the owner operator of a small business here in the city called French Street Farms. It's a small urban farm, Erie's first urban farm. I purchased 5 vacant lots from the Erie Redevelopment Authority back in 2018 to start this urban farm business. So this will be my 4th growing season coming up. The business is doing really well. I can't really keep up with demand. But one of the lots that I purchased proved really unusable for its intended purpose. When houses get torn down in the city, oftentimes a lot of the deconstruction debris gets packed down into the ground rather than hauled away from the site. And I didn't know that when I purchased the lots. So one of the 5 lots that I purchased from the Redevelopment Authority, there's a ton of debris, and also the majority of the house's foundation is still intact. So I haven't been able to use that lot. It's been sitting unused for 3 years now. And I need to move forward. I need to find something I can do with it. And I think that the best use for it, for my business, is to construct a high tunnel greenhouse. These are really common structures in farming, and they're also considered temporary structures. It's not something that it wouldn't be cemented into the ground. It would be very sturdy, very stable, but still technically a temporary structure. And I would also construct a privacy fence along the east side of the lot to shield the one adjacent neighbor who would be most directly in line of sight of the greenhouse.
When you say it's a temporary structure, does it continue in the wintertime to, is it still stand, or is it something that you take down for the winter?
It is an all-season structure.
Okay.
And it's actually peaked at the top. There are 2 kinds you can get. You can get rounded ones or peaked ones. And the one that I ordered is peaked so that it's better for snow load. It's a more stable design, specifically for snow load.
Ms. Soxie, I'm sorry, I missed the last part you said about the neighbor. Can you repeat that part?
Sure. I just said that I plan, if my appeal is approved, I would also construct a privacy fence along the east side of the lot to shield the one neighbor that's adjacent to the property who would be most in line of sight of the greenhouse.
Thank you.
I can't hear you, sir.
Is there anything else you want to add?
I guess the only thing I might add, I saw at the beginning I don't know if it was just a screensaver, something about the flagship fund grant program that the city offers, but I had actually,
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with us.
oh,
That
okay.
was just, that's just an advertisement.
Right, I was just going to say that the city did award me a flagship fund grant for the purposes
Wonderful.
of constructing this greenhouse.
Good for you. Anything else you want to add?
I don't think so.
Okay. Is there anyone else to speak in favor of this variance? Is there anyone else to speak in favor of this variance? Is there anyone else to speak in favor of this variance? With that said, is there anybody that opposes the variance? Is there anyone that opposes the variance? Is there anyone that opposes the variance? With that said, board members, do you have questions?
I do, Mr. Chair. Hi, Carrie. I just wanted to know, since this is a temporary structure, what do you plan to do with this property long-term?
Oh, I guess that's a great question. It depends on just the trajectory of my business. Honestly, I need more land to continue to build the business. So in all probability, I will eventually purchase more land outside of the city, just because there are larger tracts of land available outside of the city. So at that point in time, I would either also, I live in the city, I live on the Lower West Side, I don't live adjacent to the farm property, but I would either also just continue to farm there, or long term, it's possible that I would donate the property and the greenhouse to either the Sisters of St. Joseph, or the International Institute is doing a lot of farming work in that neighborhood as well. There's a lot of interest in urban farming. So if I'm not able to, if I'm going to move on, I would, to larger property somewhere, I would most likely donate it to a nonprofit. And if they want the structure, they could, or if they didn't want it, I would take it with me because it's a valuable structure.
And Carrie, what are the two entities, the Sisters of St. Joseph and who else?
The International Institute.
Okay.
And that's just off the top of my head. I just know there are groups
No, that's fine. That's fine.
farming work.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the board? All right, let's call for a vote.
Oh, yes, question.
Go ahead.
Jake, are we approving a structure or not here? What's going on here? The variance.
Well, the variance is for the use.
Okay, very good. I'm ready.
Call for a vote.
We have a call for a vote. Mr. Dawson,
Approve.
Ms. King,
Approved.
and Mr. Johnson.
Approve.
And by 3-0 vote, the appeal is approved.
And Carrie, are you still there?
I am.
Carrie, what's a phone number you can be reached at?
Are you ready? 814.
Yep.
Okay, 814-566.
Yep.
8778.
566-8778. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're approved. Are we gonna go back to the Moragas now? Are they, is their audio repaired? Are we in touch with the Moragas?
Looks like Miss Morita just
Are you?
entered.
Okay, I see that both you and I'm gonna guess Mr. Morega are logged in. One of you needs to either put headphones in or log out of the meeting. or move to different rooms. It's up to you guys. Moragas, if one of you wants to try unmuting, I've asked both of you to unmute. Don't do it at the same time.
Okay.
Already.
Okay, can you hear us now?
Yes, yes, we can, Sharon.
Oh, thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm a registered nurse, so I don't have to live my life in Zoom. I apologize.
Thank you. Continue.
Okay, so our wish is in this area that's already got a mixture of industrial and business, being near the 10-2 credit union. And then I'm not sure, but there's like a industrial business across the road, is to put this small gym, dojo, where there'll be some personal training equipment, and my husband can also teach his karate. And in the future, we also would like to open up to other professionals to teach their, physical activities, yoga, Tai Chi. Yeah, we want to open up to other people to be able to teach classes, a wide variety, if they, be available.
I do many things. I do many things in martial art, also physical training. We can offer more idea in that gym if we have the permission.
And our plan is in the future to build a house right next to it, to which we will live when we downsize from where I am right now, where we are right now, so that we would be close and everything would be easy to be envisioned, to see what maintains or if there's any problems that arise.
Do you have any building plans for your building?
Well, we have a plot plan, and Tessa, we provided it to Tessa, and Tessa let us kindly know that there are some adjustments we need to make on the plot plan based on, where we're locating the gym. Like, we got to move it 2 feet in from the fence, or so it can be 5 feet, and then we have to move it 5 feet back from the original front yard, so we have 15 feet of front yard instead of 10. But these are things that, on the plot plan that was presented to Tessa, that we just got to her, that she didn't have a chance to present to you. But we understand that we do need to make those adjustments.
Okay. Is there anybody else to speak in favor of this variance? Is there anyone else to speak in favor of this variance? Is there anyone else to speak in favor of this variance? With that said, is there anyone that objects to this variance? Is there anyone that objects to this variance? Is there anyone that objects to this variance? With that said, board members, questions?
Yeah, I just want to clear up a couple things for the record. Ms. Moraga, when I picture that corner, I know the bank you're referring to, and then I picture that bridge abutment. I think it's I-79. So where you're talking about would be directly east of that bridge abutment on the south side of the street. Is that right?
Yeah, yes.
Because you mentioned that there was some sort of a builder across the street. So that's what made me think that you're on the south side of the street. So the only other question I have that I wasn't clear from your testimony, is there a building standing there now, or do you intend to construct both the building for the gym and then later on a building for your house? Or is there already one building standing?
Yeah, we bought 2 empty plots of land that were adjacent from the Bizarros that had just been not used. So we're already working at clearing the land, and we've ask for this variance to see if we can go ahead with our intended hope for plan.
Thank you.
I have a question, Mr. Chair. Ms. Moraga, what would the parking situation be like for the facility?
With the plot plan that we have presented parking spaces. And again, for any needed, I understand that you have to have so much parking for every 200 feet. And then if there's a court, you have to have so much parking. But since we're going to own the property right beside, we can also put some parking behind our personal plan.
With the two property, we're gonna have a lot of parking because with the two property gonna be enough. We never have many students in one class, so the group gonna be small.
And a lot of times with the karate classes, the parents will drop them off and then come back and get. It's not like there's always.
Yeah, more people drop it off. The people then go. So,
Okay, and then following up with that, what would your operation hours be?
Hours of operation.
Hmm?
We really, what hours of operation would you think? Like 7 to?
how many parking you mean?
No, for the physical fitness, what hours? They want to know what hours.
It's gonna be all day. It depends on the group.
But
It's gonna be more like a personal training. Not gonna be a lot of people.
yeah, it's
A small group.
kind of for the personal training. It's kind of going to be
Because they're
individual.
gonna be working all day. Karate is gonna be in the evening.
But what would the latest the classes would run to? I would probably say his normal classes didn't run any later than 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the
That's
evening.
enough. 5 o'clock to up. 5 o'clock to up. The thing is this, I'm also a general contractor. So in a day, I do my other duty work. But in the evening, every day, I'm gonna be teaching and also have another friend who's gonna be helping me with the teaching. So it depends, but my deal is to put the gym to work all day long. But I say again, never we're gonna have big group. All they're gonna be a small group, and the parking gonna be all enough.
As I said, with the plot plan that we sent in, that we understand we have to make adjustments to, there is parking demonstrated on it.
Okay, thank you. I didn't see that, but thank you for answering those questions.
But the hours that Ms. King asked you about, did I understand Mr. Moraga to say that he has a day job and his hours would start at 5 o'clock and then have like evening sessions, like 5 to 8? That
Because he's a contractor by day. We have Moraga's contracting and finishes, and then and then he likes to teach karate in the evening. Currently, he's not renting any space to teach karate, so that's one of our goals, is to get back into the teaching. But we would also, you're probably not going to teach karate every day, because
let me play one thing, okay? Let me play you one thing, but not the point is this. I used to rent many places before to teaching, but many locations, they don't have the benefit what I need in a gym. So I'm like a general contractor. I'm gonna build the gym, and that way give me the benefit what thing to put in there. But the gym has to be a gym, not like many other places what I rent before, and they provide to me what I need. That's what I want to build myself in different ways.
Thank you. Tessa, what is the size of this building? How many square feet?
Could she hold up whatever they have? Because we don't have anything here.
Yeah, sorry, this was handed to me on my desk this morning, so I didn't have a chance to present it to you guys.
Try it and see if we could see something there.
So the dojo is 60 by 30, I did do a preliminary zoning analysis on it, and I did speak to Miss Moraga. As she had mentioned, their side yard has to go in about 2 feet, and then the front yard setback has to go back about 5 feet. But other than that, the plot plan does fit within the zoning regulations, and that does include the parking.
Okay,
Okay, question for you. They talk about using the adjacent lot for parking. Is that permissible? Just to use a vacant lot for parking?
For non-residential uses, you are allowed to have parking elsewhere, whether it's on the street or other off-street parking, as long as it's within 500 feet of the entrance.
Okay, so this is an 1,800 square foot building, but it's 2 floors?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
not
looking at-
indicated on the plot plan at Ms. Moraga.
So, okay, it's just a 1-floor building then.
He wants to have it 2 floors.
That's what I thought I heard him say, yeah.
Yes, he does want to have 2 floors, and
Yeah.
that
So-
wasn't indicated on the plot plan. I'm
So,
sure.
so we're at 3,600 feet then.
What's that?
Oh, is the top floor going to be geometrically the same size as the bottom floor?
You mean the two floor?
The top
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. First floor gonna be the same size as second floor. Yeah.
So 3,600
30 by
square.
60 feet long. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his plan.
Okay, so Tessa, with 3,600 feet, do they have enough parking spaces?
I did not do the calculation for 2 floors, so I would have to do that real quick. But again, they are allowed to have off-street parking as well as have parking in another lot, as they do plan to do. So it should
Well, okay. Don, let me ask you a question. Do we want to put a condition on this variance in the event we approve it, that they meet all the guidelines for setback regulations and parking?
Yeah, I think that's fine, as far as it goes, but I think we should make Ms. Moraga aware that may frustrate her later plans of building a house on that second lot. I mean,
Do we need, Jake, do we need to make it contingent?
No, the variance, again, it's a use variance, and the expectation would be that all of the other zoning requirements would be met, including off-street parking requirements and lot and yard, lot, yard, and height requirements.
Jeff, you're muted.
Are there any other questions from the board? And let's call for a vote.
I did have one. Are we entering the plot plan as an exhibit?
My only comment would be that I don't believe that plot plan is finalized.
Okay.
But it is a concept as to the layout and the off-street parking, but it certainly is not a final plot plan.
Okay, thanks, Jake.
A call for the vote?
Here we have a call for the vote. Mr. Dawson,
I had a question. I was trying to get that in, but
Oh.
Before the vote.
Go ahead.
Jake, so we're just approving a use plan, so not the building or any of the other aspects.
Correct.
Okay, I'm ready then.
Mr. Dawson.
Approve.
Oh, approve. Ms. King
Yes.
and Mr. Johnson.
approve.
Okay, by a 3-0 vote, the appeal is approved.
We have a motion to, go ahead. We have a motion to adjourn.
So move.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
See you next month.
Talk to some of you soon. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Jake, I
Thank
want to
you,
call you
everybody.
in 2 seconds? Jake. He looks like